This is the spectacular Porsche 911 ST 2024, looking like a GT3 Touring with GT3 RS doors and 15 more horsepower. To be able to own it, you have to pay at least $110,000 more than you pay for a GT3 Touring, and that's with no options at all. In practice, this isn't only the best road 911 ever, and that is of the 992 generation. The 911 ST might be the best road-focused performance car on sale today. The ST isn't about a big development, but a bunch of small details. The steering ratio has been changed and the rear axle steering removed. The final drive is 8% shorter, making the gears even closer together. The shift lever is 10mm shorter. The flywheel weighs half as much, removing 23 pounds from the car. The unique magnesium wheels get rid of another 22 pounds off an unsprung weight. Suspension is totally retuned. The drive mode dial has been removed from the steering wheel, and the range of options has been pared down to tuning on a auto blip for the gearbox, traction and stability control settings, and one additional suspension mode. It's also the lightest current 911 at 3,056 pounds, 21 pounds heavier than the 2016 911R, Porsche's last special model to follow this ethos. Even the carpets are lighter. That might not seem noteworthy because you probably thought carpet is a carpet and this is an excuse to charge more money. But the carpet can act as an insulator, keeping road and mechanical noise out. It lets every single mechanical sound evade the cabin. Even the idling, the ST feels alive and special. The whole car vibrates when you turn the key. A tap of the throttle sends revs skyrocketing. It's buzzing and whirling gears are lashing. A press of the clutch changes the sounds, briefly insulating the cockpit from the drivetrain. The brakes are straight off the GT3, so they have a fantastic progressive feel and aren't grabby at all. The ST was also not tuned on Nuremberg or Germany's smooth roads, but rather validated on rougher pavements of southern Italy. The entire package is something else. The car expects precision from the driver, and it will deliver the same in return. And while the sounds are more raw and the drivetrain more visceral than that of the GT3, the ride quality has improved significantly. The one possible drawback of the latest GT3 is how stiff the suspension is. With every expansion joint or pothole hurtling up one spine, the ST suffers no such issue with a retuned suspension focused on the road and not the track. Oh, and what a drivetrain. This is the dry-sumped 4-litre flat-six from the GT3 RS, so it has 518 horsepower and 343 pounds-feet of torque and revs at 9,000 revs per minute. And that is linked to the GT3's 6-speed manual, but with a reduced final drive, a shorter stick lever and a lightweight clutch and a single mass flywheel. The drivetrain is so light that any delay between pushing the clutch and getting to the next gear means a drop to near idle. On downshifts, a tiny tap of the gas equates to a crazy jump in revs. And because the gearing is shorter, I'm not constantly on the verge of going to jail each time I run to the red line. What a delightful concept. The road focus, ride, tuning and steering are better than any other 911. The gearbox is also fantastic to the point that I'm shifting just for shifting. While it has auto rev match, it is best to leave it off to get used to how much throttle it needs to slide effortlessly into the next gear, either during a downshift or a slow upshift, it makes the car even more satisfying. There will be only 1,963 STs available globally, and while Porsche won't officially say they sold out, they pretty much have to be. They start at $291,000, and buyers must lease the car for at least a year to prevent flippers seeking an easy profit. Nearly $110,000 more than the GT3 and $50,000 more than the GT3 RS. So there you go, the Porsche 2024 911 ST. And if you liked our video, don't forget to give us the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.